Sup everybody, Dr. G here. Well, the word is out. The Seahawks beat the Broncos in a landslide. If you care about football, that news is for you. If you don't care about football, then this deck profile is for you. But, if you care about football and Spike Brothers, well, you're in luck. Spike Brothers remained almost unchanged for the majority of the metagame. Bring out Dudley Emperor, perform the Crush Rush, and win the game. Its high risk, high reward gameplay is not for the cautious. But, if you want a deck that can perform multiple high powered attacks in one turn, then this deck is for you. Bam! There you go. Did I say unchanged? Yes, I did. This deck is practically the same as how anybody would build it. But as you can see, I've added a new Breakride unit, Bad End Dragger, and a couple of deck choices. So, let's get into it. Well, I'm gonna keep saying unchanged, am I? For starters, your starter is Mecha Trainer. Mecha Trainer is the best kind of starter for this deck. Because, I don't have to explain this, do I? I mean, you can search out for your Perfect Guardian 8K Vanillas. But, this card is even more crucial because it can search out for your Crush Rush attackers, like Reckless Express here, or even in a pinch, a Soul Charger in Medical Manager. As for trigger lineup, do I really have to say anything else about this? We got 8 criticals, 4 draws, 4 heals. These are the only triggers that are viable for the deck. So, really, these will serve you well. As for grade 1s, of course, we got Wonder Boys at 4. And then our Perfect Guards, Cheer Girl Marilyn, is running 3s. Why am I running them in 3s? There is a perfectly good reason I'm running her at 3, and it's not because I only have 3 copies, I do have 4. It's a tech choice, which I will get into later. Reckless Express is run at 4s, and really, it's a very, very nice card. It can go from booster to attacker at a moment's notice, whenever you need it. Medical Manager I run in 2s, because its skill, it's not too crucial all the time, but necessary when you need it. Maybe you need an extra soul to perform that Crush Rush combo. Call out Medical Manager, but most of the time it'll just be a 7k booster. In my experience with playing with Medical Manager, if it's still early in the game and you use Medical Manager, you might as well soul charge. But if it's late in the game, I wouldn't bother soul charging because you might actually charge something that you really needed. And as we go into the grade 2s, I have here 2 tech choices and 1 card that's in every Spike Brothers deck. High Speed Bracky, the big brother of Reckless Express, and part of the Crush Rush combo. Enough said. And then my first tech choice is Panzer Gale. Panzer Gale is great for reinforcing your defensive line. For example, you have Dudley Emperor out on the field and you know you have to block your opponent's upcoming attack. So what do? Use Dudley Emperor's skill and call out some Panzer Gales to help you survive the upcoming turn. Then you have Devil Summoner. Now, normally Devil Summoner wouldn't work in a Dudley Emperor only deck, but with Bad End Dragger you have a small combo that you can perform. How do you do that? Well, you use Devil Summoner, use a skill if it goes off, then you Breakride using Bad End Dragger skill, and you shuffle Devil Summoner back into your deck so that you can reuse them again. Just a small combo, and it's actually one of the reasons why Cheer Girl Marilyn is at 3. Because really, if I'm going to be using Devil Summoner multiple times, I would want a more useful card to call out onto the field than my Perfect Guard. And as for grade 3s, the trick is to finding a way to fit Bad End Dragger into an already stable setup. And in my opinion, having Bad End at 3, Dudley Emperor at 3, and Juggernaut Maximum up 2 is the best way to go. I mean, really, you'd want to ride Bad End first, but having to ride Dudley Emperor first doesn't really matter, considering the fact that the old school Crush Rush combo is still a viable strategy. And Juggernaut Maximum at 2 doesn't really hurt the deck all that much. I mean, with it at 2, you'll have an even smaller chance of having to ride it as your Vanguard. Spike Brothers is already a very tight deck, so suggesting cards for it really is just a tech choice. For example, if you somehow can't get a Mecha Trainer, you could try giving Babyface Isaac a try. What Babyface Isaac does is it can soul charge itself into the soul and give you an extra draw, provided your Vanguard has Limit Break 4 symbol on it. That does help out with soul charge, so it's something to consider. But you lose out on the utility of Mecha Trainer. One other card to consider, and I think you've already seen this coming, is Treasured Black Panther. The 10k vanilla, you can fit it into the deck easily. You could easily put it over any of my 2 tech choices here. Put it probably over a Devil Summoner. However, if you want something a little different, you could try Charging Bill Collector. What Charging Bill Collector does is it gains, it's 8k and it gains an extra 3k when you have a Vanguard has the Limit Break 4 symbol on it. So with that card, you can have Charging Bill Collector attack an 11k Vanguard unboosted. So that's something a little different to consider. One other card to consider is Skydiver over Juggernaut Maximums. So 2 Skydivers. And the reason is because of Bad End Dragger. When you use Bad End Dragger's Breakride skill and you have Skydiver, your Skydiver will be coming in at 21k. And if that Skydiver successfully hits the opponent, you can soul charge the Skydiver into the soul and call out any card from your hand and continue the Crush Rush, giving you an extra attack for the already 5 attack Crush Rush combo. So that card is something worth considering. Am I going to have to explain the Crush Rush combo? Because I'm pretty sure everyone already knows it. But for some weird reason you don't know what it is, here it is. What you need are 2 cards with the ability where you Soul Blast and they get 5k boost. So first, attack with 1, unboosted, Soul Blast, and attack. And when its attack is done, it goes back to your deck. Then attack with the other one, Soul Blast, get a 5k boost. When it's done, it goes back to your deck. Then, when you attack with Dudley Emperor, you attack, uses Limit Break, Counterblast, charge 2. After that, call 2 from the deck, attack. Check 1, check 2. Oh, but yeah. And then, when it's your rear guard's turn, for example, your Juggernaut Maximum, you can attack for big damage. 19, use Juggernaut skill. 24, and it's done. Next one, 23, and it's done. That's the Crush Rush combo. Also, am I really going to have to explain the Bad End Dragger version of the Crush Rush? Well, if you don't know, here it is. Bad End Dragger, Limit Break achieved. Breakride. From now on, every rear guard that attacks gets a 10k boost. So, High Speed Bracky, attacks for 19, use Bracky's skill, 24, then goes to the bottom of your deck. Reckless Express, 17, 22, goes to the bottom of the deck. Dudley Emperor skill, Counterblast. Put these into Soul. And search out, say, Juggernaut Maximums. Check 2, 1, 2. Then, when Juggernaut Maximum attacks, its attacks will be off the charts. They'll be 21, 29, 34. That's big damage right there. It goes back. Same here as well. It's big damage coming right at your Vanguard, so they better have a lot of cards ready. So that is the Advanced Crush Rush combo. And now let me illustrate for you guys just how badass Bad End Dragger is. For example, Bad End Dragger, Limit Break 4, Breakride achieved. So, what can you do with this? Well, if you went with my tech choice of Devil Summoner, you can take a chance. Devil Summoner. Use a skill. If you get a grade 1 or 2, put it onto the field. So let's see what I get. Reckless Express. Good. With Reckless Express on the field, that means it can boost whatever card will be called out by Dudley Emperor, right? Like attack with them a Devil Summoner, gets to the bottom of the deck, and if I use Dudley Emperor's skill, probably Juggernaut Maximum, or High Speed Bracky. Just do the whole Crush Rush thing, right? Now, what happens if this happens? You know? Devil Summoner. Let's see what I get. High Speed Bracky, right? Put it on an open field. Now, with this situation, what you could do is you could leave High Speed Bracky there, so that when your turn is over and on these Devil Summoners go away after Bad End Dragger skill, on your next turn you could just, you know, move it up on your next turn. However, you can also do this. If you notice on the text of Devil Summoner, it says to call it to a rear guard. It doesn't say an open rear guard. So what you could do, if you use Devil Summoner skill and you check High Speed Bracky, you could do this. You could put it over the Devil Summoner. Like maybe say 17 attack isn't really enough for you. You want more damage, and you check High Speed Bracky. So you put it over the Devil Summoner, retire it, you have High Speed Bracky, and when it attacks, 19 to the Bad End Dragger skill, and with his own skill, 24. Now, that's not the only thing you can do with Bad End Dragger. One other thing you can do is, if you're in a pinch and you don't have any card that you can use onto the field for some weird reason, you could use this. Use a trigger. With a trigger, with Bad End Dragger skill, it'll be attacking for 14. And when the attack is done, it'll be shuffled back into the deck for further use. So, with just these demonstrations alone, I can show you that Bad End Dragger is really a very versatile, badass card. And that ends my deck profile of my Spike Brothers deck. Now, I'll tell you guys right now that I think Spike Brothers are a lot more versatile than some people think. I've heard rumors of decks of General Seyfried comboed with Bad End Dragger, or even a 12 grade 3 variant that runs perfectly, all because of the card Jelly Beans. Now, I hope this will inspire you to make your own Spike Brothers deck and give it your own spin. Give them your own flavor. This is Dr. G signing out.